So you'll be 76 this year.
I have an appointment for it. I hope it doesn't get canceled. Get out of high school, didn't want anything to do with food at all because I grew up in a diner. My mom and dad's diner, yeah. Yeah, my mother was actually an immigrant from Italy, came from Ellis Island, and my dad's folks were from Sicily, but he was born here. So, yeah, so my heritage goes way back into America by one parent.
Nice.
Then after high school, I went to Wentworth Institute, yeah, for 2 years, yeah, for electronic engineering. 2 children, 3 grandchildren, 6 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild on the way. No more children on the way. Yeah, I started my parenting career before I started college. At 18, yeah. Some things you just want to get done and over with. Parenting was one of them. My daughter is 57. My son turned 55 today on September 2nd.
And they live in?
They both live in Idaho, different parts of Idaho. My daughter and her family are all Republican Mormons, which they're a great crew. They're really family oriented and they really care about everybody.
Nice. Are you a Republican, Vinnie?
No, I'm an American.
This
I'm
is
not a Democrat or Republican. I don't join parties unless they're in the evening. Yeah, no, I like both. I have friends, of course everybody does, in all different parties and independents. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's good people in all parties. Well, actually, we started at Freiburg Fair with, we made cookies. We were wholesaling cookies out of Brownfield, and Tuckerman Bar, the famous Tuckerman Bar. Other hiking snacks were Great Go Up and Peanut Butter Bar. And the lady I started with, Michelle, she was the genius of it all. She did the baking, the recipes, and kept everything intact, yep. And then eventually I did pizza for a year. Then I went to massage school in Boulder, Colorado for a year. Came back and went into pizza because it was a little too early to start massage in Maine. I didn't want to get arrested or thrown out.
So you were a massage therapist before it was cool to be one?
Well, I got my certificate and everything, and I came back and did a little bit, but then the massage just wasn't that prevalent in this area, so pizza just kept going, so I followed that, yeah. So I massaged the dough, yeah.
So what is the secret to your pizza? Why is it so popular?
I don't know. That's maybe why it's popular.
No secret ingredient in there?
Well, it was a recipe just from, I grew up eating pizza, so it's like anything. If you grow up with something, you know what it should be. If you find something you like, and yeah, so you try to, maintain what you like,
right.
Enjoy doing, yeah. I know the most flour we made for dough, the most flour we used in the making of the dough is 1,000 pounds of flour in one day. And that probably involved, 100 pounds of sliced pepperoni, maybe 600 pounds of cheese in one day. So yeah, we do large numbers. It's production, but it's a good crew. They work hard, and they pay attention to what they're doing. Everybody respects everybody, which is important. Yeah.
And how many fairs a year do you do now?
Well, I just do Freiburg now for the last 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to do between 12 and 13.
Wow.
Oh, I think it's great. You can really see the pride and everything that's taken in the fair by looking at the buildings and the way they maintain and continue upgrading the fairgrounds. Everything, trees. Everything about it is a real show of pride. Yeah. I'm just small potatoes compared to some of the other vendors. Some of them have 3, 4, 5 trailers. They do a lot more shows than I do. They've got generations in doing fairs. I'm just the first one for me. And the fair is just an exhibition of people's love and passion for what they do. You go in the craft barn, you see the things people produce that, they love producing them. Sud with his antique and his family that do the antique trailers. Woodsman's Day, woodsmans are out there. You couldn't keep them away. It's a wonderful community event for everybody. And then you go to the barns and you see the kids sleeping with their cows. The 4-H kids with the animals and, just everything.
It's pretty meaningful to you, I guess.
Oh yeah, to everybody. Fragberg just, to me, happens to be the epitome of it because they focused on the agricultural aspect. Yeah.
What do you think about retirement? Any reason to do that?
Well, I'd like to, I've always been sort of partially retired because, I didn't go to work every day for the winters and all. But yeah, people don't retire, they just make less money. They still have to do something, yeah.
And what do you like to do with your spare time, and what will you do in retirement?
Retirement? Probably getting around in a walker if I make it. I like fishing a little bit, fooling around with guitar a little bit. Everybody's got little things they like to do. Try to repair something and then bring it to someone who can repair it. And it's retirement is just doing what you like to do no matter what age you're at. Yeah. And also, there was an article in the paper in 2019 about Nelson's Candies, and their family's been in the business 100 years, and they've been living in Maine for 20 years, making their candy in Cornville. And I'm sure everybody remembers Nelson's Candies and have sweet memories with them. So there's lots of vendors at the fair, and generations of vendors who families grew up at the fair, but not just this fair, other fairs. It's a lifestyle. A lot of people think, people just come up, set up for the weekend, but it's a lot of work for a lot of people, especially people who do a lot of events and have a lot of trailers and units to deal with. So we all appreciate the fact that you stop by and, enjoy our hard work, I guess. I only did 12, 13 events. There's people that do 40 events in the summer. And it is a lifestyle. It's not something that people can think, well, I'll just jump in and do it. And, there's a lot of roadkill that way because it just doesn't last that long. You've got to really enjoy what you're doing and being away from home. And, and there's a lot of, like anything, tension in a business, and when it's on the road, it compounds a little more with breakdowns and everything. But there's a lot of people who make their own trailers, make their own trucks to support the vehicles. There's a lot of talented people outside of just what they sell at the fair. I wish I could be one of them, but I just like what I do mostly. So, Hardwick Fair. Most people have been here more than half their lives, including me. Some people have been here for generations, like the Andrews, the Osgoods. We miss Bob Osgood. So continue the tradition, please. We'd like to thank everybody just for stopping by, chatting, having pizza. Hope everybody is well, of course. And, we miss, like the fair misses everybody, but the fair had to make the right decision. And it affected a lot of people locally, but everybody appreciates the decision. Yeah. We're very fortunate in Maine that we've had the leadership that we've had that provided the low rates that we have with COVID and everything. And it isn't political leadership, it's professional leadership. So everybody should wear their mask, because when you die, it's not just for the weekend.
Thank you, Vinnie.
You're welcome.